everyone, and welcome back to the channel. I hope that you guys are having a wonderful Monday. It has been snowing here and sort of rain. It's quite a bit of it has melted in our yard, but we still have some, which is really funny. My chair that I sit on usually outside full of snow. My husband's chair is just wet. So and they're not that far apart from each other, and it's like one side is melting faster than the other side. But it is pretty cold. It was only, let's see, I actually wrote this down. The high for today is only in the 36 is the high. And when I was writing my morning pages at 8:12 a.m., it was 33 degrees. And it's still pretty cold. And it hasn't been very windy though, a little breezy, but it hasn't been too bad. So it's interesting. I know, in my hometown, a whole bunch of people, including my dad and my one of the ladies I'm get together with for Torah study in the morning, as well as my therapist, and I think even Walmart. All of them were without electricity, and a bunch of other people and other little so a couple of towns that were outside of Las Vegas. So it's been kind of crazy out there. I'm not sure if their electricity is back on yet. I think some of them have gotten it back. But I haven't talked to my dad yet to see if his is back on, because I had some appointments this morning. So that's what this is, an update video. For whatever reason, I feel like I have to give you the weather report. I guess it's because that's what me and my dad talk about on the phone. The first things we talk about is our weather. It's that age. It's gotta be the age. So therapy went well for one. Now for the endocrinologist appointment. So I'll go through that and then I'll give the weigh-in update that I have. So my A1C was at a 6 the last time. So it went from, let's see, when I first started, I don't know if it was when I first started Trulicity and then Mounjaro, and then I was at a 9.7 or something when I started Trulicity, I believe. And I don't think we checked it when I had to switch to Mounjaro. I think I just had to switch because Trulicity was out of stock. So I went from the 9.8 to a 6, which was like 3 months ago or 6 months ago. I'm not sure when it was. I think it was 6 months ago that we did this last. So now it's at a 5.8, and that's really good. So we are switching. She's taking me off of some of the pill form of diabetic medication that I'm on and just bumping me to the 5 of Mounjaro, which is because I'm at the 2.5 right now, and kind of see where that leaves me. In 3 months, I'll have a follow-up appointment with Christy, who is the diabetic counselor, like kind of nutritionist type of thing, and she works with my endocrinologist. And then in 6 months I will have blood work again for everything, and they'll also do another thyroid ultrasound at that time. My thyroid is normal, with a normal range. Let's see, my cholesterol, my triglycerides were better, which was, I believe, off the last time, and now it's at normal. The HDL was lower than it was supposed to be, and it's better now. The LDL got higher though, so I've got to work on that. And let's see, I did talk to her about Hashimoto's, but it's not, just keep taking your thyroid med and keep your thyroid normal, and maybe if you want to, you can try a gluten-free diet. That's pretty much, because according to how she explained it, is that if you have a gluten intolerance at all, sensitivity to gluten, it can cause inflammation, which is part of the Hashimoto's thing. So it'll stimulate that inflammation. So it's good to try to gluten-free, dairy-free diet. So I already had issues with dairy and gluten, sort of, but I really love my tortillas, and I need tortillas with enchiladas, and enchiladas need cheese. Tacos need cheese. Frito pies need cheese. Maybe I'll just have to do, I don't know. This whole dairy-free cheese thing, if you guys ever tried it and you find someone that you really like, because I have not found one that I like at all. So if I have to go like dairy-free, then I mean, really the only dairy I have is mild cheddar for the most part, maybe pepper jack every once in a while, but I don't have a lot of cheese anymore. I've actually cut it down quite a bit. So that's about the only thing. I don't ever have anything else that's dairy. The creamer that I use in my coffee, I don't think is dairy actually. I think it's like vegetable oil. I don't even know what's in it, to tell you the truth. The one I'm using now, I really like it. It's a creamy and I really like the coconut, but I think that might be what's causing my stomach problems. There's something in there because yesterday and today, yesterday I had 2 cups of coffee in the morning and then I had half of a jalapeno bread. So I was thinking maybe it was the bread, right? Thinking maybe the jalapenos got to me or whatever, right? Well, today I didn't have anything at all. I just had 2 cups of coffee, same creamer, everything. I got that same feeling of like sick to my stomach feeling. So I may have to just get that cream, just stop using that creamer and switch to either a plant-based creamer, a plant-based milk, maybe coconut milk. I don't know, you guys. I don't know what you guys drink your coffee with. If you drink it black, please tell me how I can get used to that. I have had some black. Okay, I'm not gonna say I've never have, but my creamer. Maybe it's the sugar. And the creamer I use, I don't add sugar. It's whatever's in the creamer. If I use the coffee bombs, which are like the butter and the MCT oil and the beef collagen, if I use those, I use monk fruit as my sugar so that it doesn't raise my A1C. So I may go back to that and see if that helps. But if you guys have any suggestions on plant-based non-dairy creamers or milks like almond milks or oat milks or things that would go good in coffee, let me know in the comments below because I'm looking for something good. Brands that you guys have tried or whatever. And also on that non-dairy cheese. Gluten-free stuff, I don't know, if you found some that you like that actually works, let me know. I may just give it up altogether because gluten-free, I don't know that I haven't found anything I'd like yet. Although I did have these carrot muffins, I think, from Sprouts one time. They were gluten-free. Those I liked. But gluten-free bread, I haven't found anything that I like. And like gluten-free tortillas, I don't think I've ever tried any. I have tried some that were I think they were like made with egg, and I cannot have that. I cannot have egg. I tried that and those got me sick. So it's got to be something else. I don't know, maybe like something with almond flour or something like that. Like, just let me know what you guys use if you guys eat any of that stuff. And of course, she did say the whole thing with the cholesterol part is like you lower your carbs and then you eat more fried foods or more fatty foods. And I don't know. She did say that can cause some issues with the GI issues with the Manjaro because when you eat like heavier, fattier foods, it can mess with your stomach with Manjaro. And I know that because it does that to me sometimes. So I have to eat like smaller meals throughout the day instead of a large meal. And I don't do that. I tend to wait and eat for dinner. But today, I actually ate lunch. But now I have a headache. Not that I have headaches almost every day, but this headache was not here until after I ate it and I ate ramen. So maybe it's the gluten or the sodium or both because I can't have pasta at all. And I was thinking, no, I could do ramen. I haven't done pasta or nothing like that in a very long time, but no, it's not working for me. So I have tried gluten-free pasta though. I tried one, or at least, what was it made out of? I don't know if it was like a lentil pasta. I think that was good. So I can do that. So maybe that's something I'm going to switch back to. When I did the whole food plant-based diet, there was a lot of really great foods that I still do eat sometimes, but I need to start incorporating those into my diet again and eating a lot more of that type of stuff again, and maybe that'll help me like get a little bit of this stuff in my stomach and stuff. Oh, excuse me. This morning, I went to bed pretty early last night. Well, early, like 10 o'clock, and that's actually late for me. Usually I'm in bed by 9 o'clock, 9:30, or at least partially asleep, like on the way, because I wake up really early. Last night I woke up at 1 o'clock in the morning and could not get back to sleep till about 3. I was wide awake. I don't know why. And so I finally got to bed at 3, and then I was up again by, I think I got up a little before 7 o'clock. And so I've had two video appointments, and I had Bible study this morning on the phone as well. So I think I'm glad I'm done with phone calls for the day. So the Bible study was really good. It was on Genesis 6:9 through. We read all the way through chapter 10. We'll do 11, part of 11 tomorrow, but it's all about Noah and the flood and all of that, and it was really interesting. It was a really good study. So I'm going to try to share some of that in a video later on this week. Let's see. The one thing that I noticed on my blood work that I have to actually talk to my PCP about is my liver. Everything was normal last time, and it was not this time. And one of my concerns is I had that gallbladder attack, which I think that's what was going on. And I know that, the liver, gallbladder, and all that work closely together. So I don't know if that's why it's so off. It's not like, the way she explained to me is not like extremely dangerously high, but it's high. And I'm just wondering, well, why was it normal for so long? And then it's high when I've had this gallstone for a long time, but I hadn't had a gallbladder attack for a long time. So that's something I want to work on. And I have watched some videos, Dr. Berg, I believe, where he's talking about taking like bile salts. And then I think he does have like a gallbladder formula. So if any of you guys have ever had issues with your gallbladder, gallstones, all that stuff, what did you guys do? If aside from surgery, because I really, really, really don't want to do that. So, like something I can do that might help me break those up or something. So that's pretty much like the health update as far as that's concerned. I do still have to make the appointment with the neurologist. Now that I just thought about that, so I better pull that paperwork out because I need to do that today. So I'm going to call them, set that up, because I do need to get that taken care of. And so hopefully that I can deal with the headaches and all that sort of stuff from there. And I'm going to make an appointment with my doctor to talk about this whole liver gallbladder thing and see what I can do. And it's going to be probably some type of diet change as well. Fried foods. So I think I'll just go back to eating green apples and lots of pickle juice. The pickle juice actually helped when I had this gallbladder attack. I think I shared that before. And of course, I don't remember if I shared. I think I did share a picture of it, and if I didn't, I'll look for it. But there's this one pickle juice that I buy at Allsup's here that it's like, it tastes so good and it helps. So I've been like, I need to keep up stock of that, but they're like $1.99 each, I think. So, and they're just about this big, and maybe like I don't know, little, ounce or 2 ounces. I don't know. It's really tiny, like a shot. So but it's worth it. That $1.99 each, it's worth it to have, because like it's helped me so much. Okay, and the weigh-in. I weighed in the end of October. I'd weighed in 2 days before that. So I had been sharing this, that I've been stuck at 194 on my scale, before my shower and everything. And at the doctor's office and at my parents' house, I was ranging between 195 to 198-ish. And a lot of that is like the time of day, what clothes you have on. And I try to wear the lightest clothes when I go to the doctor, just to be a little bit closer to what I would be here at home on the scale. but that's where I was ranging, right? So my last doctor's appointment, I think I was 195 at the doctor, and I think prior to that I was like at closer to 198. So I was like, oh, maybe I lost some weight or something. I wasn't sure. So, and this was like in the afternoon too. So I was like, well, maybe, I don't know. So the next day I checked here at home and I was at 190. So I was like, yes, I lost the 4 pounds. And then at the end of the month, I thought, okay, I'll do the weigh in at the end of the month and just kind of go from there. So on October 31st, I did a weigh in the morning and I was at 189. So that was, I'm happy about that because that means that I'm going down again. So I want to do this slowly, like I've said before, because I really want this to be a lifestyle change. I want it to stick. I want to make my, I don't want to have a diet. I want to have a lifestyle habit of what I eat. And I've been doing really pretty well for the most part. But I think my switch back to using regular creamer has bothered my stomach because there for a long time I was using those coffee bombs, which is really strange because it has butter. And I was thinking the butter would bother me more. But I think some of these creamers have vegetable oil in it, like sunflower oil and something else, and those are not good for our guts from a lot of the research I've done. I'm not a doctor, I'm not giving medical advice, but do some research because I've heard a lot about how bad those ones are. So I'm thinking of buying some milk, coconut milk or oat milk or something. I'm thinking my brother uses oat milk, and trying that in my coffee because I do like cereal. I just haven't been able to have cereal in years because I can't have milk. And when I did, I'd have this much milk at the bottom and just to kind of wet the cereal, I guess. But my favorite cereal, you guys might laugh at me, but I've always loved Raisin Bran. That's my favorite. Or like the other ones I like are like Honey Bunches of Oats and just regular bran flakes. And like I like the Ezekiel 4-9 bread too. Or 4-9, well the bread too, but I like the cereal as well. And it's funny because my dad is he loves all the, Fruity Pebbles and all the kid cereal. And I'm like, no, bran flakes. I love bran flakes, especially Raisin Bran. It's my favorite. And I've missed having those. I'm thinking of just getting some kind of other milk. And because I use coconut creamer, I'm thinking coconut milk might be good. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys do with your coffee. If you drink it black, what kind of coffee do you use? Maybe that's where I need to try some different coffees. I love different kinds of coffee, flavored coffees, whatever. Some of my favorites, I use Folgers a lot, Folgers Classic. But I found one that I really liked at a health food store in Santa Fe. I think it was Natural Grocers, maybe. It's three sisters. As a matter of fact, I think I have the bag here. It's Kicking Horse Coffee, and this brand, the one I got was Three Sisters. And this one is organic ground coffee, medium roast. And then some other ones that I really like are the Black Rifle Coffee, and now I can't remember the other name of one that my dad tried that I got. It was a flavored one. It was black cherry bourbon. I think it's Death Wish coffee, but I'm not sure. So I love coffee, so give me some coffee ideas down below. If there's a certain brand that you like, a flavor you like. There is some coffee that is from a local town. From here, it'd probably be like an hour and a half from here, but it's like half an hour from my hometown. And they actually make it there. It's 505 coffee. That's really good. They have this, I think it was a blueberry one that we tried. And then there is a Pinon coffee company. They have a bizcochito flavor. Oh, that stuff is good. Like, I think I need to go get coffee. I need to buy me some coffees because I have my Keurig set up in here, and I use it off and on, but now that winter's coming, this is going to be my sole coffee maker. I'm not going to like be walking outside to go to my in-laws house to get regular coffee. I'm just going to set up the Keurig, do my tea and my coffee through here. The reason why I don't use it all the time is because we have extremely hard water. We have well water here, but it's extremely hard water, and it actually will break coffee pots after a while. Like, just in the time that we've lived here, I think we had to change that coffee pot inside like 4 or 5 times, maybe. It's a lot, and my father-in-law will clean it with vinegar um, a few times like a few times a month. But so I will not use that in my Keurig. I have to buy not distilled water, but drinking water. You can hear meowing. Cassie, one of our older girls, is talking to my dog. She has been in a talking mood the last few days. I don't know if it's because of the snow, and she has been wanting to go outside. Like, she is like 15 years old. She's a skinny little cat, and she just wants to go outside all day long, back and forth outside. And it's cold in here, and I have to open the cat window so that she can go out. And during my therapy appointment and during my endocrinologist appointment, she's over there meowing away, wanting me to get up and go and get that open for her. And she's been talking to Graham. Every time he walks in, she tells him something, but she's not talking to him like where she's telling him stay away from me or anything like that. She's like, it's almost like she wants to have a conversation with him. It's so cute. And he's sitting here chewing on his bone. So if you hear that noise, he's right here by me, and the mic is pretty close to him. So, but as far as a health update, that is pretty much all that's going on right now. Once I see the neurologist and all that, I will update on that, and I'll do another weigh-in. Hopefully, I'll probably do one once a week, and I'll share it maybe on the morning coffee vlogs, evening coffee, just the coffee vlogs, because sometimes in the morning, afternoon, evening, who knows. I'll share it on one of those, and then I'm going to have my husband do my measurements again, because it's been a while since I did those last. As a matter of fact, I have them in my old commonplace book, so I'm going to find that. And I do have my book that Diana gave me that has them in there, but I kind of want to put them in the commonplace book one more time, then transfer them into that book so they're not all messy, and just see where I'm at there. And then I did do some pictures at that time, I believe around that same time, outside. And so I want to do that again in the same outfit, and then kind of see what, if I really looking different or not, and how much of a difference it's made since then, because I really want to keep up with this, and I just want to be able to encourage other people that you can do this. You could do it slow. There's going to be ups and downs. There's going to be plateaus. There's going to be all sorts of stuff, a lot of trial and error of, what kinds of foods and what's going on in your body. With chronic illness, it's hard. It's a lot harder, it seems, to be able to lose the weight, keep it off, and know what to eat and what not to eat, and where you're, all this stuff. But Graham's messing up his blankets and turning in circles. I guess that in the morning when I put the bed, I put his blankets really nice and neat, and then when he comes in, he has to move them all around and mess them all up and make himself a little nest. He's adorable. But I know I've said that plenty of times. So that is the update for now, like I said, and I will stop babbling now. It's already at 24 minutes. I hope that you guys have a wonderful Monday, and that you guys are blessed and are having some fun weather as well. We'll see you guys in the next one. God bless you. Bye.